Why can't I hear y'all? Can you hear us now? If you can't hear us, can you read the message? Anybody? Can anybody hear us? Still nothing.
Yeah, you got to do the little.
Now, see, some
there's
people say yes, some people say no. Facebook can hear us.
Facebook.
Yo, yo, I can see my levels jumping there. Up.
Oh, he's got it.
I hear you. Okay, well, fuck it. All right.
Hey, we got it.
Should we restart the whole show?
Yeah, sure.
All right, fuck it. Let's do it. Got to give them what they want, people.
I don't think they want
With that dick out.
This is Kentucky Hot Brown Boys.
Big shot.
So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right to this. Me, Justin, and Stevie make 3. And we're all here. And this is the Kentucky Hot Brown Boys. Sorry for not being able to hear us earlier. We had the most in-depth, great conversation ever. And nobody could have heard it.
I don't even remember what the fuck we talked about.
We talked about Vanilla Ice and
Vanilla Ice.
Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
And
how they... Yeah,
crippled hand jobs.
Vanilla Ice always reminds me of Milli Vanilli, which they're dead, and we gave 2 fucks.
Yeah.
3 fucks if we do it together.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah. So, anyway, the topic of for tonight is meme theory, which I'm not sure if kids these days know where the term meme came from.
I had no idea. When you came to me and you were like, let's talk about meme theory, I was like, you just want to talk about memes? Like, how's that going to work? And you were like, no, it's actually quite scientific.
Yeah, it is.
And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? A meme's a meme. It's just a picture with some words on it and shit. It makes you laugh. And you were like, oh, no, sir.
Yeah.
Goes much deeper than that.
Yeah, and it's used correctly. Oh.
Technically.
Richard Dawkins. Close, stank.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wait, didn't Richard Dawkins, host Family Feud?
No.
What was the name of the dude that did Family Feud?
Steve Harvey?
No. This is before you were born.
Oh.
A long time ago.
So that doesn't matter.
I guess not.
No. But anyway, so memes are, when you got the picture with the little caption, that's actually a meme. That makes sense.
Any
and
picture,
it's used properly.
Yeah, any picture with words and shit on it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's actually scientifically, or what comes from the theory.
Break down exactly what meme theory is.
Meme theory
for those listening at home.
So
or watching at home.
Well, it's best to talk about the history.
Yeah.
Right. So Richard Dawkins back in 1976 wrote a book called The Selfish Gene. Fucking phenomenal book. Pivotal. Based on Darwin's theory of evolution. He talked about how genes are the basic unit of life. So, which we all accept now. Your parents give half their genes and they make you, and you're a combination of the two. You get randomly selected.
You get 23 from each parent.
Yeah, chromosomes.
Yeah.
So at the end of his, as a little side note, he was like, you know what? Information seems very similar to the way genes, life genes, work. And if I had to, I would name it a meme. So the basic unit of an idea.
Where exactly did meme originate from? What exactly?
From that book.
But how did he come up with that name?
Well, he said the basic unit of genetic information is the gene. So therefore, the basic unit of ideas would be the meme.
Oh, so he's playing off gene.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And so break it.
But wouldn't it be a mean then?
No, meme.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be a mean?
Hey,
though?
shut the fuck up.
If you're going off gene, or would it be not a meme, but a Jimmy?
I got you. I
Yeah.
know what you're saying. Like Gene should have made a mean,
Yeah.
but I think it was based on memory, like a
Uh,
meme memory.
Memory. I got you.
I mean,
Okay.
obviously he named it the right thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's stuck. You know,
So it's a meme.
all these
and,
years later, it's stuck.
And I think like there's as far as I know, there's no like useful, practical uses for meme theory, but it is kind of a cool concept, and it's relevant today, right? So we have all these ideas. You have the basic unit of an idea, which is really hard to pin down. It's called a meme, which we use colloquially as pictures with like a little idea on it, and they're really funny. And the funniest memes get propagated throughout the internet.
Right.
So the idea would be the whole goal of a meme would be to propagate itself, just like in genes. And so the funniest memes get propagated to the most people, and the resources that they're fighting for are our brains. Are how can they make themselves the most useful to the people that house the memes? So the resources being our brains.
Right. So a
Yeah.
meme is basically like information.
A meme is an idea, which is information. Yeah.
Right. So it's not necessarily like nowadays we know it as like, a picture with a caption on it, but it can really be like any type of information that
Yeah.
that can be like openly shared.
The biggest example that blew my fucking mind was religion.
Yeah. Religion
like-
is a meme technically.
So religion itself would be a meme. And if you think about it, so when you talk about organisms, there's like defense mechanisms and optimum. So like they get mutations that make them better able to thrive in their environment and take on more resources. Well, memes do the same thing.
Technically, yeah.
So religion, being a meme, over time has evolved certain defense mechanisms. So one of them being blind faith. So that would be a defense mechanism of religion to prevent other religions from infecting their resources. So resources being the
The people.
that
Right.
propagate the ideas. And that idea blew my fucking mind. I was like,
It makes sense.
holy shit, that's totally true.
Really is. Let's see.
But yeah, like it blows my mind. Like, so religion, its ideal situation is to propagate itself among members, and then you've got like people like Jehovah's Witnesses. They've got their solutions or ideas that they go door to door. So you need to propagate to different, and the multiple religions can't coexist in the same space, so they're fighting for the same resources. Just like if you had,
Couldn't you be like kind of like observe or practice multiple religions?
I guess you could, but
Yeah.
typically they don't share resources,
Typically.
right? So one example of that. So you've got two religions trying to fight for the same resource. Let's say you had a different resource. So religion would be one resource.
All of the resources were the people.
The resources are the people, but they also have to serve a purpose, right? So they have to be worthwhile for the person to propagate. So religion serves a purpose for a person. So another meme would be that serves a purpose in life would be, I don't know. Can you think of something that makes sense information-wise?
Hello Fresh.
Video game cheat codes.
Video games. So that
Yeah.
you can have any religion you want and play the same video game or different video games,
Right.
right? Because they occupy different space, they take up different resources. So, but you can't play the same video game, or you can't play multiple video games at the same time. So then video games try to compete for space with other video games by being the best video game.
That makes sense.
Religion does the same game where they have defense mechanisms, and they try to be the best religion to meet that need.
Have you ever tried to play 2 games at once?
Have you?
I mean, I played games on my phone while I'm like watching cutscenes and shit.
I mean, my ex was always playing games.
Man. Oh, Mrs. Shelby's on.
Oh. A different perspective with backstory. Oh, there's all kinds of shit going on here. What's going on
What?
here? I think it's interesting. A different perspective with backstory. Okay. Are you a real person or celebrity like me? Do you want to start a show, Mandy? This guy has no charisma. Very monotone. Reminds me of high school. In his defense, he has been drinking. I don't know if that's a good
No,
thing
I'm
or
just
a bad thing.
monotone.
You're
I can't help it.
You're not usually this monotone, though.
Really?
I don't think so.
But anyway,
You're not monotone at all.
I don't
Where's
know.
that
Man,
feedback?
Yeah, that weird
That guy
static
thinks
going
so.
on. I don't know.
So fuck it.
Fuck it. It's whatever.
No, I've always been monotone.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're
Hey,
you're always
monotone.
monotone.
But anyway, so we talked about religion.
Yeah.
So how you've got all the different basically they're competing for space in your brain. So you've got different they're trying to take up different resources, and so religion comes up with things like blind faith. They also answer questions, so they have to be useful, right? Because they have to be.
If they're not useful, then they get discarded and
They get discarded and
not used and forgotten about. And
so one of the
obsolete, essentially.
yeah, they have to answer questions for you. So they
Right.
have to be useful. And in the case of like regular memes, which everyone usually thinks about, are the pictures with the captions that are really funny. So
Those
the funniest ones
get shared a lot.
get shared a lot. And so just like an organism, their goal, quotes, right, is to be the funniest,
Stay
to
relevant.
stay relevant.
A lot of memes do that because a lot of people use the same picture with a different caption.
Yeah.
So
So
it lives on.
so the picture itself would be a meme, And
Essentially,
then and then you would add more captions to make it
yeah.
relevant
You can,
again.
you
and
can
then it
meme
would,
the meme
right. So it would mutate as it goes from person to person,
like a gene.
like a gene from person to person has different ideas. They tack on their own take on it, and the next thing you know, is it grows further, goes out. So, yeah. So genes. Well, one thing that blew my mind about Richard Dawkins' Selfish Gene was the idea that, say, oranges taste good,
Hell yeah, they do.
right? Oranges taste good, and as a result,
Orange juice tastes good.
orange juice tastes good.
Yeah.
As a result,
Real quick, pulp or no pulp?
pulp.
I'm a heavy pulp guy.
Yeah,
I love the
I
heavy
fucking
pulp.
like it.
Yeah.
But as a result, we grow a shit ton of oranges.
Right, because they taste
So
good.
oranges fucking won, dude. They
Essentially,
made
yeah.
themselves useful to us, which happens to be super useful for them in that we propagate those genes. So that's the hallmark of Selfish Gene.
You know, honestly though, I'll say, yeah, there's probably a lot more orange trees around because we've, planted orange seeds to grow, but they don't really need us to keep going because, they just fall off the tree and
No, they would
Right.
probably not make it.
animals would eat them and then like shit out the seed somewhere else. And
Oranges
Yeah.
probably wouldn't make it on their own. They're dependent on us now.
I don't know.
Because there's no way that fruit is a product of years and years of splicing or genetic selection by us.
But I would still say if we never planted another orange tree,
They would probably die off.
no.
Have you ever seen a wild orange tree? Have you ever seen a wild cow?
Probably.
Think about cows. Like, cows would not make it without humans.
Yeah, they probably would.
No, cows are dumb.
But how do you explain other wild animals?
other wild animals are not domesticated by us, and they don't really benefit us other than keeping the environment.
What about cats and dogs?
Cats and dogs are domesticated by us.
But
Dogs would not survive without us.
not all of like the dog breeds that are out there, but some dog breeds would.
The
Just depends on if they were born in the wild. Like
The
there's wild dogs.
there are not wild dogs. Those are wolves.
No, like there's like wild dogs.
Yeah, like
Wolves
dingoes.
dogs are descendants of wolves, so technically you're right.
But the dogs that we have
now,
are domesticated.
right? But you can
So
domesticate
the
a wolf.
domesticated dog is doing much better.
You can domesticate any wild animal if you train it right.
You can, but they're not the same anymore.
Right.
They can't live in the wild.
They could though.
Potentially, but probably not.
Not as like a whole species.
They couldn't exist without humans.
I don't know.
So like dogs as it is are domesticated to the point where they wouldn't be able to sustain their life. Like those bulldogs that they actually can't have babies, right? Or something.
What?
Which one is they can't actually have babies? There's an English
Then how the
bulldog.
fuck do they keep coming around?
Exactly.
Are you saying we're fucking these dogs?
No.
Oh,
they've
these
still-
dogs are fucking us. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I've seen some ugly ass fucking babies out there.
the English
So I can
bulldog
see how that happens.
is
yeah.
like its head's too big or something. Can't breathe.
Its nose and shit's all scrunched up. Yeah, that's from like inbreeding and shit.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
that's a result of domestication. They couldn't
Right.
live out in the wild.
Probably not for a long
But
period
yet,
of time. Yeah.
we've got wild animals that are going extinct. But this dog that couldn't live out in the wild is thriving
Because we wanted to.
because we wanted to.
Right.
So their genes have figured out a cheat code by making themselves useful or attractive to
I
humans.
say they're not really useful.
They're not useful, but they're attractive
They're
to
attractive.
humans.
Yeah.
So
You take a picture of it,
just
hang it
like
up on your wall.
oranges, just like tomatoes, just like all these other domesticated things that we've come to love,
Right.
they've made themselves either tastier, useful, or attractive to us. And that is what they're trying to do. And that's the same thing that memes are doing.
I still can't believe you don't think that oranges would survive without us.
I don't think they would.
I think they would just keep growing oranges, and then like
There are no
They-
wild orange
they
trees.
would like
apples.
I'm getting to that.
Think about apples.
There's wild apple trees.
But
They're
do
not
they taste good?
maybe
All apples come from the same. They're
from the same seed.
no, from the same actual tree. They're clones.
Essentially, yeah.
No, not essentially. They are from the same. So like a Fuji apple comes from a single tree, and they cut off a limb and they root it,
Right.
because any descendant of that tree will taste sour and will not taste good, because they don't actually want that. They don't want to be eaten like that.
I'm super confused here. You're saying they all come from the same tree,
Mm-hmm.
but then you just said if they come from the same tree, then they'll taste sour.
If you take the seed from a Fuji apple and you plant it,
It won't taste like
it
that.
will not taste like a Fuji apple. It'll taste sour. It will be bitter, sour, whatever.
Why is that?
Because the genetic mutation that made a Fuji apple taste good to us was a recessive gene, and it was so beneficial that we propagate that tree ourselves.
Right.
And it's not actually good for the tree to have that genetic abnormality.
Right.
So it wouldn't survive out, just like oranges, wouldn't survive out in the wild on its own.
Maybe not oranges or apples as we know them
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm
But-
saying.
Yeah.
But those oranges and apples that we're talking about benefit from us.
Yeah, because we keep it alive, keep the strain going.
Right.
Right.
We keep the strain going. So same thing with memes.
Is that just with apples
That's what
and oranges?
coming full circle. So the example being domesticated animals, oranges, apples, whatever.
Right.
They've found a cheat code through humans to make themselves useful. And that happens to be the most beneficial. And so they're beating out all the other. So we clear out fields of vegetation,
To plant.
just them.
Right.
Whereas, and a similar thing is happening with information. So you've got memes that that we cultivate in the human mind. So we've got like this whole
Right.
resource area.
I get you. It's making
Yeah.
more sense to me now.
Does it?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I feel educated now.
All right. What does it say? Question. So
What's going on here? Oh, wow, there's all kinds of shit on here. Yeah, they're just having a field day. Question, so they don't plant with seeds. So do they graft it or spliced it?
they clone apples. Yes. So every apple tree that you eat, yeah, you can graft it onto another tree. So you can take a branch from say a Fuji apple or a Granny Smith or whatever variety you have, and you can put it on another tree, and it'll take the resources from that and actually grow apples. Or you can cut off, say, a branch and use that root hormone and create another tree.
Create a whole nother tree.
Right, and then propagate it that way. So they've skipped the whole flowering and germinating seeds and all that shit,
Right.
and used us as the way that they propagate.
Would you say that the plant used us or we used the plant? Because you're saying the plant used us
Both.
to, yeah, I was going to say it's kind of both, really.
Super both. So
Yeah.
we benefit from the plant, and as a
I
result,
wouldn't say we benefit from the plant. I say we enjoy having that plant around because of what it produces for us.
Yeah, we
Yes.
benefit from it, like mentally, emotionally, whatever.
In some way, I guess you're right.
If we
yeah.
didn't benefit, then we wouldn't
Yeah,
bother with it.
there'd be no
then we
point in it.
wouldn't propagate it. So dogs are the
But
same
we
thing.
benefit by selling oranges
Like, what good does a cat do?
monetarily.
Cats don't do a goddamn
Cats are the
thing.
worst fucking pets. I hate cats.
Yeah. So, but yet they're so prominent.
Right.
Like, the only thing that cats do is they've hacked humans in much the same way that these other organisms have.
They ain't
And
hacked me,
as-
though.
They haven't hacked you.
No, I'm very I'm allergic
There-
to cats. For
There's a
one,
lot of
so-
people that cats they're like taking over their lives.
Yeah, crazy
like-
cat ladies. They exist.
Hoarders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little old ladies with like 20 dead cats under their couch.
Yeah.
Shit happens, man.
Fucking cats.
My neighbor across the street's got like 13 cats.
Is it going bad? Why are you drawing?
What?
are you?
Me?
What are you drawing?
Nothing.
She's just drawing something funny, I'm sure. She's drawing a meme.
Hey now.
Hey. Hey now. Hey now.
But yeah. So that's the meme theory.
Makes sense. In a weird way. We got to check out these comments, man. There's all kinds of shit going on. Let's see.
And animals are something invented by plants. I like that. That's true.
Hey, Dank, in English, you don't have to say question to ask a question. Just use. I have no fucking clue what that even says there. Animals are something invented by plants to move their seeds. Yeah. See, that's what I was saying. Like, you know, an orange would drop to the ground or even just stay up there, and an animal would somehow eat the fruit, shit out the seed somewhere, and then it would regrow there.
Yeah. So humans.
We just picked the one plant that we like and just raped the fuck out of it.
propagated it.
We propagated it.
Yeah. Well, think about pigs. Like, pigs
Are delicious.
are delicious, so
Yeah.
we make a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, it's true.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to make that many.
Yeah. But if we didn't like them so much, there'd be a lot more out there.
I doubt
Yeah.
it.
Probably.
Maybe for like a decade, but then they'd start dying off.
Yeah,
But
because
they-
they don't have resources.
But they would
We
reproduce. though.
grow fields of food for these pigs.
Right.
Otherwise,
We
they wouldn't-
propagate all this food for these
Yeah.
pigs. Yeah.
So wheat.
But I'm just saying.
Let's say they eat corn, right?
Hey, you want to know? Hold on. You want to know why they wouldn't have resources? Because we go in and we fucking pillage all the fucking resources that they would need.
We don't pillage it. We grow it.
No, I'm just saying, like, we would go into an
We go,
area and
wow.
take all the shit out. We'd build a fucking shopping mall. and
Well,
the pigs couldn't survive in that.
Generally,
area
we
no more.
don't do that. We go, wow, pigs taste good. We need more pigs. Let's
Right.
grow some fucking
But
corn.
they wouldn't all survive out in the wild if we dropped them, even if they did, reproduce, because what's out there in the wild wouldn't sustain them at their population. Because we are the ones who are like maintaining them and
Right.
giving them all the food. If we just didn't care about them anymore, they wouldn't have access to all that stuff that we have.
But if we didn't care about them, then we wouldn't want to propagate them, make more of them.
Right,
And-
so
and
they
eat
wouldn't
them.
really survive without us.
They
in
wouldn't have
way.
a threat. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not saying that we're not. We're definitely causing them to reproduce and be more of them. But I think they would survive, just maybe not
Not
as
in the,
well.
yeah.
not as well. Yeah,
Exactly, which
that's just like children.
lends itself
you know,
back to
if you don't feed and water them,
No,
little crotch goblins, they won't survive.
but see, that leans back to the whole idea of selfish gene. So the genes themselves. So the idea is that the best way to propagate genes is what they strive for.
Right.
And these animals and plants that we propagate have found that the best way to propagate themselves, or the most selfish way, is to be useful to humans,
Right.
is the idea. So
Is that really being selfish though?
it's selfish in that they're trying to take resources away, because any other animal could fill that void, right? Just
yeah,
like
we just eat
different
something
religions,
else, yeah.
as in different religions try to take the same resource.
Right.
So Catholicism and Muslims usually don't mix. You can't be a Catholic and a Muslim at the same time, generally.
Yeah, generally, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say anything's possible.
So they're selfish in the fact that they try to propagate themselves in direct competition with another gene that takes the same resources.
Right.
So that's where the selfish part comes from.
Selfish in the sense that they want to keep themselves alive.
At the cost of other things, yes.
Yeah.
So
So that's kind of like humans are selfish in that aspect then, for
Oh,
eating
yeah.
other plants and animals and shit.
Is it really selfish though if they don't have a choice?
well,
That's a good point.
there is no choice, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
So-
good point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not choosing for us to fucking propagate them.
right, the
We
idea
are choosing.
well, the same way that genes don't actually choose. So genes
That's what we just said.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, that's a good point. Yeah, I agree with that. So there's
Valid,
actually
valid.
no choice. It's almost a personification of what's going on.
It should be called the favorite gene.
Favorite gene, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's better than selfish gene.
I mean,
I'll give you that.
favorite gene,
Uh-huh.
the Stevie gene, whatever you want to call it.
But for everyone,
The Stevie gene. I was gonna say the Jinko gene. Did you ever? You're probably too young to remember Jinkos. Do you remember Jinkos? No.
fuck
I know you remember Jinkos.
Yeah, they were big genes.
Literally, big jeans.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah. Hey, there's still a little bit left in that one, man. You gotta kill that one off before you open another one.
Don't tell Mrs. Shelby.
She's watching. I ain't gotta tell her.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So like 6 months ago, Justin comes over. Sorry, Shelby comes over, and he's like, "Here, man, I'm giving up drinking again. Take all this Fireball. I can't drink it. And tonight he's like, bust out that Fireball. I want to drink it.
Stevie was supposed to drink it with me.
That's true. I haven't seen Stevie take a drink in like
I took
minutes.
a sip. Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. He just, I just think he wanted a drinking buddy.
So
That's all it
anyway,
was.
moving on. So what? Who's Robert Taylor? Is that your dad?
No, that's my cousin. What up, cuz? How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here.
Shirking your duties.
Hey, Dink. Jerry just called Stevie she. Call him out. Well, technically, since Dank shares the name with Stevie, he can kind of do whatever the fuck he wants. You know, honestly. You know, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you got a problem with that, Stevie?
What?
If Dank called you a she?
Once? No.
Yeah. But-
Twice, though. Fucking out.
Fucking out, yeah. You are shirking your duties? The fuck? I don't know. This guy's a severe drinking problem. I wouldn't call it severe. Yeah, I'm Jerry's dad.
I don't have a
yeah.
problem.
No. The only problem you have is when you run out, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, for sure.
See, there's that fucking noise.
That was me.
That is so weird. It's like grounding out. Is your plug plugged in all the way?
I don't know. I was touching something that was making it do it. Oh. It's when I touched the base.
That's weird. I wonder if mine does it. No, mine doesn't do it. Does yours do it? Touch the bottom.
No, like this part.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No? That's weird. Could
so
just be the mic.
So the favorite gene.
are
Yeah.
we done with that?
Are you just done talking about it? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know.
Taco.
Taco.
Well, what else do you want to talk about? You done
I don't
said
know.
you done said we can't talk about shit.
Yeah, we can't
You
talk
said,
about
you
pooping.
said we got to steer clear of the poop.
Definitely can't talk about pooping.
Well, we talked about the subject. What's the point of talking about the subject?
What's the point in talking about self-esteem?
Yeah, and memes
Um,
in general.
The idea of the way information gets propagated through complex systems, super important. So, how do genes benefit from, or how do they propagate themselves and take on resources? How does the information, especially now? So Richard Dawkins came up with the term meme, and the idea of a meme back in 1976, before we had the personal computer and
Long before we had the personal computer.
yeah, and cell phones and shit. So now that we have cell phones and shit,
Information can propagate itself more freely.
yeah, ideas, and we're seeing kind of a problem going forward. I mean, there's a lot of bad ideas, and there's also false ideas, and there's also a lot of information. So if you could break that down and see how things get propagated,
I so wish I had like a fake news soundbite right now.
you know, fucking fake news, man. You know, Neil Stevenson.
You want the proof?
Perfect.
So hard.
There you go. Sorry. You were saying, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
Disgusting.
disgusting.
I'm just going to keep interrupting you. I'm sorry.
That's great.
But
Keep doing.
We're all a little chubby.
you like that one, huh?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
So what are we trying to convey to our listeners?
Memes and
Before we
genes
go.
are also extremely vulnerable to the environment.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Dank. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
True.
Yeah.
Finally, some yuck yucks.
What are yuck yucks?
I guess those are sound bites. I don't know. Let's see. I can get some funnier shit on here. I don't know.
You are stupid.
There you go. That's like that.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Drink up, Shelby.
A little bit of the bubbly.
I already did.
How many of them have you drank so far?
What's that?
How many of them have you drank so far?
Just one.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
I was setting you up big time.
I
for that
fucking
one,
love
man.
it. Yeah,
It's good,
gotta
right?
get them numbers up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm working on it.
Drink it. Drink it. I wish I had more sound bites to
So
have
anyway,
to do with drinking.
so you said I should come up with a conclusion
Yeah.
on why it's,
What?
on why it's cool.
What?
Yeah. What's your conclusion?
So that
What?
Okay, I will do it again.
so ideas act in the same way. So genetic material are synonymous with ideas and the way they propagate through our minds and stuff. So genes act in a similar way as memes in our minds, and we should be wary of that because you can have bad ideas moving through fake news, all that can, have a lot of emotion that can get propagated and just like was it invasive species?
Yeah.
So invasive species come in and they take root and they kill off good organisms that help out an ecosystem.
Right.
You can have bad ideas that can infect the minds of people.
QAnon. Sorry.
QAnon.
Sorry, something
I'm not
itched in my
taking
throat.
any. They can infect, just like memes can infect, and
Information and ideas in general can infect anything, really.
right. And so they can take hold, take root, and they can infect, and basically wipe out good ideas
Right. Right.
that cultivate good change.
I just want to hear this one.
Get the fuck out of here!
That's kind of what an invasive species does. Goes up
Yeah.
to the other species and tells them, get the fuck out of here.
So I'm actually. So I think I got a heckler.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. I feel
You're
like
coming to the wrong place, person.
You spelled squad wrong.
What?
I'm actually.
I knew it looked too short.
Oh, that's fucking great.
I think it's great. I got a heckler. I feel like I've leveled up.
As a person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
great.
he's stuck through the whole fucking show.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
He's been around for a while. His other name is Bob Saget.
Bob.
Yeah. This is the guy that does Bob Saget and the Jeffrey Dahmer and what's the other one?
Do you know him?
Yeah, no, I know who it is, yeah.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
That's great.
Like IRL?
Yeah, he was actually on the show once. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll probably deny it, but I know who it is.
Yeah.
I know who it is.
Well, thank you for heckling. I appreciate
Nice
it.
place, nigga.
Just love that sound effect. Oh man.
Have we gone for an hour? Have I already talked for an hour?
Almost.
Good.
It's been a little over 50 minutes.
Look at here.
Lovely.
Less than that.
Ready to go.
You're talking about when they could actually hear us.
Yeah, because you gotta remember there was a good portion of the show that nobody could hear us when we were talking about Vanilla Ice and Milli Vanilli, and
Yeah.
there was something else we talked about, but I can't remember what it was. I wanted to say it had to do with Stevie, but I can't remember.
Oh, you said if anyone knew it looked different about me.
Yeah, that's right. Something does look very different about you this week. So I don't know. Do you know what it is, Shelby?
She looks more single.
Well, you said I looked like I had gotten some sleep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well rested.
So
Well rested.
That is correct.
Well played.
Yeah. Oh man. All these different sound effects. I do this all the time. I get stuck on fucking playing sounds and shit, and they're just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when are we gonna do our skit comedy? As our skit comedy writer?
I was actually thinking about it today. I was just thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about it, actually doing it. I was thinking about like, man, we can make a skit out of that. I'll have to remember that. Don't ask me what it was because I couldn't tell you what the fuck it was. I have no idea. I didn't write it down.
Well, your skit comedy writer
Terry got bored.
needs a laptop, so.
I know somebody who's got one. Actually used to be yours. And it's a decent one. Minus the 10 minutes of dead air. Yeah. Jerry got bored. How'd I get bored? Now there's a girl. Tamara.
Tamara R might be someone I know. Hi.
Really? Is that somebody you know?
Mm-hmm.
Are you the Tamara that he knows? Tamara R?
Fuck yeah, she is.
Do you know Tamara too?
Yep.
Oh, wow. We're propagating in your workplace, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Anyway, meme theory's over. Right.
I mean, we can always bring it back.
Are we going to talk about poop?
Do you want to talk about poop?
I like to propagate
What that
my
smell
poop.
like?
I do crop dusting at work.
Do you? Crop dusting's the best.
What's crop dusting?
Crop dusting is like when you have to fart and you walk past somebody and you fart as you walk past them without them knowing it. And then you're walking away and then the funk comes out and they're like, oh, God, what's that smell?
But it was obviously you.
Not obviously you. To be successful at crop dusting, you want to walk by and drop the fart without them knowing.
Yeah, but if it's just you two, like he can't do that in his office.
Yeah.
I
Granted,
do.
the more people that are around, it makes it harder to determine who did
Yeah.
it. But like if you're walking by somebody
Right.
and they're standing with 2 or 3 other people, you could totally do it, and then both of them people would think that the other person did
Right.
it.
Yeah. Crop dust.
Yeah. It's good stuff. I can just see you guys at work now. You're gonna like both enter the office at like opposite ends, and you're gonna lock eyes, and you're just gonna like circle and crop dust,
Yeah.
and then like meet in the middle,
Yeah.
and then just blow it up.
Yep.
Good stuff.
I think we should just lock eyes, nod our head to the target, approach them from different angles.
Oh, the crisscross crop dust.
Yep.
That'd
Perfect.
be rough. That'd be bad. What
Have
if
some Chipotle?
what if everybody had their own distinctive smelling fart?
I mean, some people do.
Yeah.
If they're consistent with their diet.
My father-in-law, when he farts, you know it.
Yep.
'Cause it fucking reeks.
Yep.
Nasty.
But it's like a different type of reek, too. Like, not everyone.
There's a guy at work that kind of smells like yeast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, breadish.
Breadish?
Yeah. Smells like bread.
So he smells like a sandwich almost?
Like he's shitting bread.
Oh, just his farts smell like bread.
No, like he's taking a shit in the stall, and it smells like
You're hanging around the stall long enough to know this
No,
dude's
man.
shit smells like bread?
I gotta wash my hands, bro. Like it takes a minute to wash my hands.
There could be other bathrooms you could use. You ever seen somebody wash their hands in a water fountain?
No,
You could do that, too.
Ew.
Yeah.
it's weird.
It's just water.
Yeah, but people are supposed to drink out of that.
Yeah, but you're not like touching the fountain or nothing. You're just, getting your hands
The
wet.
water's going to splash.
Look, you just go in, you take a piss, you wash your hands real quick, and you get the fuck out.
Right.
That's the plan.
Okay. If you say so, man.
And you get a whiff of yeasty poo. It's just how we go.
I need more like poop related sound effects, man.
See, I don't got to worry about that.
I got peeing.
Yeah, you got the women's restroom is isolated, right?
Well, there's like 2, I think.
Yeah.
But only like 4 other people use them. And then we got Febreze.
Mm.
Thought I had a
And I think
toilet.
I'm the only one
Febreze
who
doesn't
poops
fix
in there,
everything.
so.
No, Febreze doesn't fix everything.
But it fixes some things. It helps.
It definitely helps. Might not fix, but it helps. you ever heard of that VI poo stuff? It's called VI poo. It's like it comes in a little spray bottle. You're supposed to like spray it on top of the water.
No, I
Generously.
haven't heard anything like that.
It's like an oil, and then like as your turd drops in, bloop, and it goes through that protective oily seal, and under the water, it's supposed to like keep the smell from coming out.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Next time you got to take a shit upstairs. There's that I got it sitting on the shelf right there. It's a little yellow bottle.
yeah.
Looks like breath spray or like you know what I'm saying? But you just spray it all in the bowl, and then when you drop a stinky turd, it goes in there and gets.
I didn't know you had a bathroom upstairs.
Yeah, you know the bathroom you use all the time.
Oh, in the middle.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Fair enough.
and then I have other bathrooms upstairs too.
Yeah, up.
Upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
On like the second floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. No VI poo needed up there though. We just keep it down here for when people come over.
Keep all the poo.
Like I'm gonna go take a shit. Make sure you use the VI poo. We got
Yeah.
guests coming over. You know.
What Tank say?
Tamara's talking about bread. Dank says no poop, no poop. Guess he doesn't like the poop talk. My farts smell like lemon meringue pie. I'd be down for that. Breaking down the science of Richard Dawkins to breaking down the science of crop dusting. Nice segue. I'm glad you think so, Dank. we got to balance it out here. You know, we got to talk
Right.
like smart stuff in the beginning, and then we got to just, run poop into the ground. I've known my wife for 20 years, never once farted in front of her. What? And she is not allowed to have any communication with me while I'm on the latrine, in the latrine. Really? Like,
Tank.
I leave the door open. Like, I'll kiss my wife goodbye while she's dropping a load. I don't really care.
Tank, you need
He needs to poop with the door open.
yeah.
He needs to fart in front of his wife.
Yes.
He's just a gentleman. A lot of his kind it's a rare breed.
Maybe his wife's too hot for him.
Could be.
Could be.
Or maybe he's too hot for his wife. He doesn't want her to see.
Maybe.
You never know. Could go either way.
Yeah. You need to go to the next level and start farting in front of your wife.
It starts with farting in front of them, and then it ends with taking a shit on their chest. I was told as a young child, probably 11 or 12 maybe, that I would only find true love when I found a person that I would let shit on my chest.
Really?
I don't think I'd let anybody shit on my chest.
I don't think that's a love that I want.
No. No, definitely not.
Hmm.
But could you imagine the love you'd get from somebody who wanted to take a shit on your chest? It'd be probably pretty intense. But I still don't think I'd want that though.
I mean, as long as they use the
Yeah.
VI poo.
Yeah.
On your chest, like
but
spray it on your chest, and then
I
okay, it's
And
all
then
good.
spray it on top when they're done.
I don't even know if I'd allow that.
Guy poo
I think-
sandwich.
I think if I was ever going to let somebody take a shit on my chest, I'd have to be like covered, like head to toe in like a protective plastic sheet,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want that shit to splatter and like get everywhere. That'd just be gross.
Yeah. See, I can see
Yeah.
like using the bathroom in front of somebody, like peeing or whatever, because
But not pooping?
like
Everybody poops though.
yeah, like sitting down and using the bathroom, I can see, but I could never like wipe in front of somebody.
Wiping is when you're at your most vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'll straight up, if I'm talking to somebody while I'm taking a crap, I will wait until they leave to wipe my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that sounds weird, but
No,
it's awkward,
Yeah.
You got that kind of, you're in that weird position, like,
Especially when you stand up to wipe.
yeah. Looks even weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I don't want them to see what's on the toilet paper either.
Well, you're a sit and wipe,
Yeah.
right? So how would they see?
I don't know.
Do you wipe? Yeah, you wipe up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd kind of have to,
I'm not gonna wipe down. Then you could get it on your hands.
technically, yeah. True. I think my biggest, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like the biggest problem with wiping down for me is like I think we've talked about this before. When you're wiping down and you hit the slick spot, and then you end up like
Wiping it.
like uppercutting your balls from the back, like bam, with like poop hand. You're like whoop, you know what I'm saying?
No.
You're fucking wasted. I can see it in your eyes, man. I wouldn't say wasted, but you're feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Do you even know where you're at right now?
When did you do the whole other bottle?
Just like a couple minutes ago. Mrs. Shelby, you may have to come get Mr. Shelby.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Can I leave the truck here?
I mean, I guess. Where'd you park? Oh, you parked right there. I'll just have you pull it in front. Just give me the keys. I'll pull it in front of my wife's car. So that way it doesn't block anything.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Plus, she can give me a ride.
Oh, yeah, technically.
Yeah, you want to get in my dirty car?
Yeah, I don't mind.
All right.
He's drunk as fuck. He don't give a shit.
I'm not that drunk.
You swore.
Apparently, I have a drinking problem. What's his face said it.
Mystery keeps the relationship alive. Yeah, that's true. Yep, Shelby. She's way out of my league. She goes to the bathroom with the door open, and she calls me over just to watch me cringe. So she's open to it then. You're the one that's got the weird not pooping in front of each other fetish. That's interesting.
I get it.
Usually it's the other way
gross.
around.
It's weird.
It's only gross if like you're actively like trying to like push a turd out,
Yeah.
but like
Like you're trying to talk to somebody and they're
as
like,
they're like, ugh,
yeah.
ugh.
And they sit there for 10 minutes and you're like, just pinch it off or get out. And they're like, no, I think it's going to happen. I mean,
Yeah,
so many
probably.
of my exes did that. It's ridiculous.
Is that why they're your exes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that. I don't know. What kind of time are we at now? A little
Like
over
an
an
hour.
Yeah. But then there was that time, I can't believe your wife goes to the bathroom and like tries to get you to like smell her shit. Your wife sounds pretty cool, Dank. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why you married her.
Yeah. I mean, it's just pooping. Everybody does it. But I would think it would be weird to like sit there and be talking to somebody while they're like, hold on a sec, this one's a little rough. When they're giving it hell.
Yeah.
But just to like sit there and talk to somebody while they're sitting down.
Or like you're sitting in the living room and then they finish and then they want you to come look at their poop.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. Have you ever
Yeah,
been to
no.
ratemypoo.com?
Nope.
It's kind of interesting. Some
Yeah.
people have weird shits.
Yeah. Do not want to look at anyone's poop. I don't even want to look at my poop. Like,
I mean, you kind of have to look at your own poop to make sure
You should put that in the
everything's
show
good.
notes.
What?
RateMyPoo.com.
Yeah, I think that's still a real thing. Let's see if it's still a real thing. Avert your eyes, Stevie. Rate my poo. Well,
It's
there's
Reddit.
Reddit. There's that. I guess ratemypoo.com isn't a real thing. There's a Twitter handle @ratepoop. What are the 7 types of poop? What is the new normal poop rate?
There's 7
What-
types of poop.
Yeah. 1, separate hard lumps like nuts, difficult to pass and can be black. Sausage shaped but lumpy. Like sausage but with cracks on the surface. Like sausage or snake, smooth and soft. Soft blobs with clear cut edges. Fluffy pieces with ragged edges. A mushy stool, diarrhea. And watery, no solid pieces, entirely liquid. Yeah.
I feel enlightened. There was pictures over. If you go back.
I just go right here to images.
No, go back.
Wow, look at that one. It looks like a fucking dragon. Wow, that one looks like my initials. I'm going to
No
save that and put it as my background.
No one can see this, man.
I know, but still. Wow, that looks... Look at that son of a bitch. That's a big fucking turd right there.
I can't believe they picked it up.
Who holds a turd in their hand? that looks like a chicken finger. Doesn't that look like a fucking chicken finger?
They got a black toilet.
That's kind of cool.
That seems like the worst idea. Like your poop would be like highlighted in black.
Wow. I never realized there could be so many different kinds of shits. Why'd you talk up shits again, man?
I didn't do
What?
it.
How did we end up like looking at that? Looks like chocolate pudding there. Look at that breacher. That fucker's huge. That's going all the way down the bowl and coming out the water.
It's called a
Jesus.
breacher.
Yeah, it's a breacher. When it breaches the water, it's a breacher.
Fair enough.
Wow.
Sorry.
There's some weird
Why aren't
looking
you
poos.
looking?
You know why?
You're afraid of poo.
Does
It's
it?
gross.
Who fills?
she's
Who
afraid of
fills the
poo.
bowl like that? That's crazy. Wow.
Dude,
I highly recommend everybody out there, like, just Google search pictures of poop. It's kind of crazy. That does look like my fucking initials, though, don't it? Look at that. That looks like my initials with dots and everything. Okay. I'll get away from the poop.
that is a JS.
I told you. Ghost poop, big poop, but nothing there when you wipe. Nothing there when you look in the water. Sometimes that happens, you know. We're not looking at poop pictures no more, Stevie. You can. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you. Not about this shit.
Is it pulled up in a separate tab?
No, I
No.
closed it. I
Okay.
closed it out. Yeah.
It's out
It's gone.
Yeah.
forever.
It,
Okay.
it breached the water. It's gone.
Okay.
All right. So, signing off.
Yeah. You got to take a shit, don't you?
No, I got to pee.
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
Did you get it?
That's
that
the Kentucky
ginger,
heartburn, boys.
that fucking ginger.
It fucked me up, man. I don't know. Like,
Ginger
I
beer.
feel better, but it's still like.
We're not sponsored.
Ginger beer.
Yet. It's delicious, though. I love drinking that shit.
But Jerry's a pussy
Apparently, it kicks my ass.
every time.
I don't know. But yeah. So I'm guessing you know this Tamara R then.
I do.
You do? Well, that's cool. I hope.
There's
Do you
two
know?
of them.
Yeah. Do you know which one it is?
No, there's
there a-
one Tamara R. There's one Tamara S.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if there's two Tamara R's, like, is there a cool
Shout
one
out
and a
to
not cool?
Tamara R.
Yeah.
Tamara.
I was gonna say Tamara R.
Tamara R.
Sounds cool. Sounds kind
Tamara.
sounds like an emo name.
Yeah.
Tamara R.
All right.
I don't know.
Are we calling it?
We can. What do you want to call it?
Done.
We can call it done.
Let's do it.
I wish I had more sound effects to play that. You started it, man.
How many fucks do you give?
Hey, we didn't get copyright stricken on the last one,
Cool.
so that's always good. Yeah. Oh, didn't we talk about Febreze earlier?
Yeah.
Need some Febreze under this bitch.
Let's see.
Jerry's
Yeah.
hitting on all the sound bites.
Have a great weekend. You too, Dank. 9 people watching on YouTube at one point. Not, hell yeah, I didn't even pay attention. Right now
Yeah.
it says we got 6.
Fuck yeah, we
So-
kicked ass.
Hell yeah.
My heckler's gone.
Yeah.
Where's my heckler?
He probably left. He was
Heckler.
probably the other 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, heckler. Where are you? All right. Let's call it.
Don't give him attention. That's what they like. We don't
He-
want to favor Gene, this guy.
I'll say he just wants to propagate himself. Have himself propagated, I guess.
All right, let's kill it.
So, but yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Dank. Thank you, Tamarar. Thank you. Who else am I missing? Mrs. Shelby. She was on there. My cousin Robert Saylor. Thank you. Steven Seagal. I think that was it. That was all the people that commented, right? I think so. We had a lot of comments, though, which was good. So thanks for all that. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Follow us on all the social media at KYHBB Official. You can go to KYHBB.com if you don't want to remember how to get to us on YouTube. It'll take you right to our YouTube page. Am I missing anything? If you like us, tell a friend. If you hate us, tell 10 friends. That being said, I'm your host, Jerry Saylor.
I'm Stevie.
I'm Shelby.
Stay sober, Toby. We're the fuck out. Peace.